I Shalom Makyam. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Let's teach His word in our true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today I just want to title this lesson, The End Watcheth For Thee. The End Watcheth For Thee. Yeah, because the end is calm, man. We at the end of this kingdom, man. We pretty much finna enter to the climax of the movie where the villain is about to fall. And before the icing on the cake, when the missiles come and all that, all hell is gonna break loose, man. And a lot of people is gonna be suddenly taken in those days, man. In that day, because it's coming pretty soon. So let's start off with this Ezekiel 7, and I just start at the top. This Ezekiel 7:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus said the Lord power of Israel. So like thus said the Lord power unto the land of Israel. And end is calm, the end is calm upon the four corners of the land. And these are the words of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. He said the end is calm upon the four corners of the land. Really, because the end is coming upon the four corners of the world, man. The whole planet Earth. And even though I said to the land of Israel, but it's talking about today, man. Because you got to understand, Israel is scattered throughout the four corners of the world, man. And how is this message getting out there throughout the four corners of the land? By the way of the internet, man. It counts throughout all the earth, the planet Earth, warning the people, because that's part of it. You have to warn the people, man, telling them that the end is come. And the end of a kingdom is not a smooth transition, you know. So this verse 3. Now is the end come upon thee. I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. See, you're gonna be judged according to your ways. You're gonna be rewarded for your deeds. Whether they be good or bad. You know, which let's see, let's get this. This is Revelation 22:12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his word shall be. See, yeah, because every man is gonna get his recompense. He's gonna eat the fruit of their way. You know, it's a small number that's gonna eat the fruit of mercy, man. You know what I mean? Because that's what we're seeking for, is mercy. And the rest, the 2/3 of the other nations is gonna is gonna eat destruction, man. You know. See, so let's see. It says and even with that the reward, if you slated for destruction, the closer we get to the day of the Lord, the worse the death is going to be, man. Matter of fact, let me get that. This is Lamentations 4 and verse 9. It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. See? Why? Because when those troops come in, a lot of people is gonna die by the sword. Which that's gonna be a swift death, and you can get shot in the head, you just die instantly. You know, and even in that, the Lord can keep the spirit in you, man. That's why you gotta fear your how by smell outside. But that slain with hunger, the famine, man, which that's throughout the scriptures. That's a slow and painful death, man. Just like how the Lord did with the flood, that was a slow and painful death, man. And the icing on the cake, with the missiles, you're gonna feel that fire, man. You're gonna feel that fire. So that's your reward for the one that's slated for discretion. This back Ezekiel 7:4. And my eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. See why? Because you have already been warned. But I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Lord. Because that's how Yahweh shall get down. The Lord is known for his judgments, man. It says, thus saith the Lord, power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. And why is only evil is coming upon this place is because nothing but evil has been put forth out of this place, man. You know, you got bundles of sticks running around freely. You got E pretty much done away with the law, statutes, commandments. He written his own laws. You know, he did treacherously. You know, and only evil is coming to this place because only evil has been produced in this place, man. You know, I said you're gonna eat the fruit of your own way because you got to eat that fruit of wickedness, man, which is it's death, man. You know, this is Job 4:7. It says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? See, that's why the Lord said only evil is coming, because there's nothing but evil in the midst. And that's why when Abraham he was pleading to Yahweh, to the Lord, he asked him, would you destroy this man for destroy this city if it was 10 righteous men? He started off with 50 because he understood it was just one. Yeah, I mean, he understood, and it went down. He like, Lord, please, I don't want to annoy you. If it's 10 righteous men in that city, yeah, I mean, because he understood it was only just Lot there, man. You know, so hey, that's why when the Lord comes and returns to destroy this place, we have to be plucked out of this place because it was only that one righteous man, that body, man. We represent that we the body of the Lord. So the Lord is just gonna plug us out of this place and destroy the rest of the land. You know, verse 8, Job 4:8. It says, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. See, and guess what? When you plowing and sowing, guess what? It takes time for that fruit to produce, and that's why the scripture said, is that ripe time. The time is ripe. You know, the end is watching, just like it's like in a cut waiting on you. You know, it's a time, it's a process when you sowing, plowing and sowing, and when that fruit get ripe, that's when it's time to eat. You know, I said, behold, it's come. It watcheth. It says back in Ezekiel 7:5. Thus said the Lord, power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. See, that's why the state of this place is getting worse and worse, man. You know, I mean, hey, man, the money crash can crash at any second right now, man. And that's why you got to post live day to day, because only evil is coming to this place, man. You shouldn't get settled here, you know. And the one that is settled, the end is waiting on you, is watching, is watching for thee, man. Is waiting on you, because a lot of people is gonna be suddenly taken, man. Suddenly, that's a flash out of nowhere, because a lot of people is under the vibration of E, and they just think that this is the end all be all. But we got something to look forward to, man. You know. So verse 6, and an end is calm. The end is calm. See, it's saying it twice. It says the Lord is telling Ezekiel, hey, the end is calm. The end is calm. He said it twice to make sure, put in your head, the end is here, man. You know, it said, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is calm. See? See this, hey man, when that chip gets mandated, man, a lot of people gonna bug out, you know. All hell is gonna break loose. Matter of fact, let me see this Revelations. All hell is gonna break loose on this place, man. You know, this is Revelation 18 in verse 7. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. See, because this place America is pretty much these people are living it up in their minds now, man. It's nothing uh, uh tangible you can say that this place is great, man. You know, these people, you got this social media, they portray their lives, what you want them to see, man. You know, but this place is really it's gone to shits, man. But it says so much torment and sorrow give her, meaning put hell on this place, man. You know, verse 9, it said, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. And you see that these plagues is hey man, death and mourning and famine. That's what's coming to this place, man. And then the icing on the cake, fire, man. You know, which is the thermonuclear missiles. You know, but the end is here, man, and it's watching, it's waiting. You know, because each day, you know, every time the sun go up and down, we getting closer to the day of the Lord. You know, and even before the day of the Lord, all hell has to break loose, man. You know, so each day you count each day the sun go down and rise up again. That's a step, you know. And the scripture says there is a snare laid. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, this is Job chapter 18 and 10. It says the snare is laid for him in the ground and a trap for him in the way. So yeah, because this walk of life, every day the sun go up and down, it's like a step. You know what I mean? So guess what? It's gonna be a certain day, you know what I mean? A certain day that all hell's gonna go to shit, man. And that's that trap because you was settled. You was matter of fact, let me get that settled on the least. I think this. I don't know, that's Zephaniah or that's Zechariah. Bear with me. Yep, this is Zephaniah. And matter of fact, 1 and 10. Matter of fact. The whole chapter. Well, I'm just get to the point. 1 and 10. It says Zephaniah 1 and 10, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord. See, in that day, it's a certain day, man. See, Lord, he got these he already got the times laid out, man. He measured the times, he numbered the times. The Lord got certain days with it tells you that it's matter of fact, let me see. Bear with me. I gotta find it. I can bear with me if I can find this real quick. Yep, this is Ecclesiasticus 33 and I start at verse 7. It says, why doth one day excel another, when as the light of every day in the year is of the sun? See, by the knowledge of the Lord they were distinguished, and he altered seasons and feasts. Some of them have he made high days and hallowed them, and some of them he have made ordinary days. See the Lord, he have certain days that he hallowed. He made certain feast days and all this. You know what I mean? But guess what? It's also a day of evil too, man. A day of destruction, man. You know? And guess what is coming in its waiting, man? Because it's a certain day. And the thing is, you can't stop the days from coming. That's why I say it's watching for thee, because you walking aimlessly, and guess what? The end is in a cut in a dark alley waiting on you. You know, but those are the ones that's um ignorant of what's going on. You know, that's why I said it watch it for thee, because like how you see somebody in the store, you might tell somebody, yeah, I seen old buddy in the store, but he ain't see me though. You know what I mean? Well, that's how the end is watching the people that's oblivious of what's going on. You know, so back in Zephaniah 1 And back in verse 10, and it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Meaning what? The money is gonna crash, man. You know, the two recessions. But guess what? This one right here is that why I said a great crash in front of the hill. This is gonna be that great crash, and this is gonna be the pretty much when that money crash. That's when that chip is being implemented, man. Which, before the discretion, the mark of the beast has to be implemented, man. Which that's what's waiting on people. A lot of people is already grown to take the chip, man. You know. Verse 12, how ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bow silver are cut off. And I think Maktesh is that big hole in the ground, I believe. If you go to Maktesh now, I believe that's the one. That's the big hole in the ground, man. Which that's what America's going to be, man. And it said, and I think that's that merchant city, which this is that Greek whore America. That great whore America. So verse 12, and it shall come to pass at the time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Yahweh Shema I control both sides, man. You don't think this book, you know what I mean? All these chapters and verses and good, you know what I mean? I say 90% is talking about discretion. And guess what? And guess what most of that's pointing towards? America, man. You know? Because these are the people that's really settled on their leads, man. You got to it's still holiday season. You know what I mean? You don't think people ain't worried about what's going on right now? They worried about damn ain't been in the world so long. What it is, the NBA games on. They got the NBA Christmas games, and you know what I mean. They just had the I know the NFL. They play on Thanksgiving. You think people out is worried about somebody kicking in that door at 4 in the morning? They gonna be full of honey baked ham and damn dressing, man. Till down there February, damn there, man. Even in there you got Valentine's. So these people are still, you know what I mean. They ain't worried about what's finna happen, man. But guess what? The end is waiting on them. Even though they ain't stunned, but the end is. The end is coming. It's watching, man. And it's waiting. Like I said, you can't stop the days from coming. And the Lord said, in that day, it's certain days the Lord have appointed just regular, ordinary days. Then it's other days that he said over regular days, man. You know? So yeah, I can manage this whole deal edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that sees the word in our true faith and sincerity. And on DTA, Abad Babal, Shalak Rayam, Wa Nashim, Wa Batyam, Wa Ragim, Wa Mashapatyam. To everyone that's against this truth, Wa E, Wa the 2/3. And with that, Shalom.